My girlfriend, Olivia, said I could leave anytime. Plenty of guys want me, she added. She expected me to beg. Instead, I said, okay, the door's open. I stopped chasing, and her panic was instant when she realized she'd lost control. Hey Reddit, this one's a roller coaster. Olivia had a habit of threatening to leave over tiny fights. Wrong coffee creamer, skipping brunch, you name it. Every argument ended with her saying she'd walk out. Then one line flipped the script. Here's how it went down. I'm Noah, 29, male, working in IT. My life is work, gym, and fixing things. Stable paycheck, bills paid on time, credit score solid. I'm the guy with folders for everything. Not exciting, just reliable. Olivia and I met 3 years ago at a friend's house party. She was the loud one in the kitchen, commanding attention. I was dodging karaoke in the corner. Opposites worked at first. She's social, gorgeous, knows everyone. I'm quieter, into routines, keeping things steady. We moved in together after a year and a half. She called it equal partnership, but I cover most of the rent. My IT job keeps us afloat. Her part-time gigs are inconsistent. I let it slide, thinking it'd balance out. It hasn't. The fight started small, like always. I skipped her brunch to work on my Civic. That's when everything changed. Saturday morning, I was in the parking lot. Jack stands out, tools spread, coffee on the hood. Music low, I was swapping brake pads and hunting a rattle. The weather was perfect, I was in the zone. Then I heard heels clicking on pavement. Olivia stormed over like I'd missed her wedding. Are you serious, Noah? You'd rather mess with that junk car than come to brunch? I set the ratchet down, looked up. Morning to you too. Told you I'm fixing this today. Been putting it off for months. She scoffed. You knew brunch mattered. Sophia and Ava are waiting. I can't show up alone again, it's embarrassing. I leaned against the fender. Tell them I said hi. The Civic doesn't fix itself. This is your problem, she snapped. You never care about my needs. It's always your car, your gym, your projects. I shrugged. Wild of me to want brakes that work so we don't crash. She glared. You think you're funny? You're not. I'm done with this. I could leave anytime, plenty of guys would treat me better. Normally, I'd grovel, smooth things over. Not this time. I said flat, okay. The door's open. Her jaw dropped. What did you just say? I wiped my hands on a rag. If brunch photos and better guys are what you need, I'm not stopping you. She snapped, you're such an asshole. Cool, I said. Asshole with safe brakes, public service. She spun on her heel, called Ava on speaker, loud enough for me to hear. Noah doesn't care if I leave. He's impossible. I slid under the car, finished the job. By noon, brakes swapped, rattle gone, test drive smooth. I went inside, grabbed water, checked my phone. 3 texts from Olivia. Wow, you didn't ask how brunch went. You chose your car over me. Don't talk to me later. I didn't reply. Opened my bank app instead. Rent's due soon, she owes her half, late again. I scrolled through charges. My card covers everything. Rent, internet, utilities, groceries, her nails, Ubers, clothing hauls. I pulled up Excel, made a budget. Rent, utilities, gas, food, savings, no Olivia. I'd save hundreds monthly without her share. That hit harder than her threats. By 3 p.m., she stormed back, slamming her purse on the table. You didn't text to check where I was. I looked up from my spreadsheet. You were at brunch with friends. What, were the waffles too crispy? She snapped, you think you're clever? A little, I said. You survived brunch, I survived brake pads. Productive Saturday. She glared. You're acting like you don't care if I walk out. Didn't you say you could? I replied. I'm just agreeing. That stopped her cold. She muttered, slammed the bedroom door. Normally, I'd order her Thai food, play peacemaker. Instead, I meal prep chicken, rice, broccoli. Cost $42 at the store, fed me all week. Cheaper, healthier, no delivery drama. Texted my gym buddy, Lucas, brakes fixed, no rattle. Bench tomorrow? He replied, 7 a.m. don't flake. Perfect, someone who keeps their word. By the time I packed meals and cleaned up, Olivia reappeared. So, you're just ignoring me now? I pointed at the laptop. Not ignoring budgeting. Turns out, without double rent, I save a ton. Her eyes narrowed. Real mature, throwing money in my face. I'm not throwing it, I said. I'm adding it, big difference. She snapped, you're so cold. You used to fight for me. I replied, I did. Got broke and stressed. Not fighting over brake pads anymore. If you want to leave, go. If you stay, stay. Stop dangling it when you're mad. She stared speechless, then shut the door again. That night, she scrolled her DMs, phone on full brightness. Normally, I'd ask who she's texting. I just said, good night, rolled over, slept. First time in months, I felt calm. The week after felt different. I didn't chase, didn't grovel. Finished the budget, left Olivia's share out. The numbers looked solid, $400 saved monthly if she left. Strange relief, seeing it in black and white. Cut pointless subscriptions, extra streaming, a forgotten trial. With meal prep, I was ahead $200 by week's end. The gym became my anchor. Alarm at 6:30, out before Olivia stirred. Lucas waited at 7 sharp, no excuses. My bench climbed 10 pounds. Sleep tracker showed better hours. I wasn't dragging anymore. Olivia noticed, didn't like it. Mornings, she'd comment, suddenly care more about weights than us? I didn't argue, just grabbed my bag, left. My lack of reaction bugged her more than words could. At work, things improved. My manager tasked me with a maintenance script for downtime. I documented everything, ran it flawlessly. He thanked me, rare in IT. Picked up a $180 freelance network setup through Lucas's cousin. Cash went to savings. Olivia tried the silent treatment. Cupboard slammed harder. Texts came with passive-aggressive jabs. You ignoring me? Got busy. You don't care, got at work, talk later. Short replies frustrated her. She thrived on long debates. Lucas noticed my mood shift at the gym. You look lighter, he said. I gave the short version. Olivia pulled the I could leave line. I told her the door's open, no backtracking. He laughed, clapped my shoulder. About time. You can't keep paying in cash and patience forever. He offered his couch if I needed it. Said he might move closer when my lease renews. That stuck. Options gave me confidence. Friday, my bank showed $200 saved in days. No takeout, no extra subscriptions, just progress. Olivia wasn't used to my calm focus. The apartment felt tense but quieter. She'd jab about guys treating their girlfriends better. I'd nod, keep working, or leave the room. I didn't need to win fights, just stay on my path. The next weekend, I skipped her social plans. Set my alarm for a 7 a.m. lift with Lucas. Cooked meals, updated my budget. Numbers neat, fridge stacked, calendar set. Olivia switched tactics when silence failed. She'd leave her phone face up, DMs lighting it up. Some guy, Logan, commented, gorgeous as always. Derek texted, coffee soon. Her laugh was forced, wanting my reaction. Before I'd bite, ask who they were, argue respect. Now I glanced, went back to my tasks. She could perform without an audience. She upped the game. One afternoon, a shiny BMW pulled up. Tony behind the wheel, Olivia climbing in. She made sure I saw from the window. 2 hours later, she stormed back, upset. I was updating my budget, didn't ask. She paced, muttering, waiting for questions. I grabbed water, worked on an invoice. No panic from me, she hated it. That week, I browsed apartments online. Not for her, for me. Studios, 1-bedrooms, a 2-bedroom Lucas mentioned. Months back, I'd asked the building manager about a cheap studio during her threats. I wasn't bailing mid-lease, but I wanted options. A few places were near work, affordable if split with Lucas. Knowing I had choices eased my mind. Olivia kept trying, most guys would be jealous. I'd nod, move on. Her power move wasn't landing. By the weekend, her phone buzzed non-stop on the couch. Names flashed, Logan, Derek, Tony. I walked past, worked on my freelance job. She sighed loudly, scrolled DMs, waited. I didn't bite. Sunday, my bank showed $400 saved in 2 weeks. Meal prep, side gigs, no takeout, real progress. Her strategy got her nothing but frustration. Options aren't leverage when I'm holding things together. She could flirt, post selfies, name drop orbiters. I paid rent, fixed things, built my life. For the first time, I wasn't scared of her leaving. I was ready. 2 weeks later, Olivia dragged me to her sister Emma's birthday dinner. I didn't want to go, but she insisted for appearances. We arrived at her parents' place after 6 p.m. Susan, her mom, set the table. James, her dad, had sports on low. Emma fussed over a cake in the kitchen. Everyone greeted us politely. I kept it simple, said hi, handed Susan sparkling water, sat down. Plan: be respectful, eat, leave. Olivia had other ideas. Dinner started fine. Chicken, veggies, rolls. I ate quietly when Olivia poked. Noah's been weird lately, she said loudly. Kind of distant. Susan looked at me. Distant? That's not like you. I smiled. Busy with work, Jim. Nothing dramatic. Olivia laughed sharply. Nothing dramatic? He barely talks to me, acts like I'm not here. James set his fork down. Care to explain, Noah? I sipped water. Depends what you mean. If it's why I don't beg when she says she could leave, I'm taking her at her word. The table went silent. Emma raised an eyebrow. She says that a lot. I nodded, keeping it light. Over small stuff, coffee creamer, toilet paper direction, skipping brunch. Olivia's eyes widened. That's not fair, you're twisting it. James turned to her. Do you say that to him? I remind him I have options, she said fast. It's not a threat, it's reality. Susan frowned. Olivia, you've said that before, haven't you? More than once. Emma set her fork down. That's the same thing, Olivia. Olivia snapped, you don't get it. He ignores my needs. Like last weekend, he chose his car over brunch with Sophia and Ava. I shrugged. Breaks matter more than selfies. She glared. See? Sarcasm. He doesn't respect me. Respect goes both ways, I said. Threatening to leave every fight isn't respect either. Susan tried smoothing it over. Maybe you two need better communication. I nodded. That's what I've been saying. Communication isn't threatening to walk out over nothing. Olivia slammed her fork down. You're embarrassing me in front of my family. I looked around. I'm answering the question. You brought it up. Quick pause, folks. YouTube's got this hype button. If you're hooked, smash it. It tells YouTube this story's worth spreading, keeps more coming. Thanks. Back to the drama. James leaned back, eyeing Olivia. Do you really say that often? She crossed her arms. So what? It's how I express frustration. At least I don't go silent like him. I set my fork down. I used to argue, apologize for oat milk break jobs. But apologizing for existing isn't a relationship. It's babysitting. Emma smirked. That sounds exhausting. Olivia whipped toward her. Whose side are you on? Emma shrugged. Saying you'll leave every week isn't healthy. Dinner stayed tense. Olivia pushed food around, muttering. I finished, helped Susan clear dishes, thanked her for cooking. In the car, Olivia exploded. How could you humiliate me like that? You made me look crazy. I kept my eyes on the road. I didn't make you look anything. You explained yourself, they heard it. You didn't defend me, she said. From what? I replied. Your own words. You wanted them to think we're perfect, but you brought up my distance. She clenched her fists. You're supposed to fight for me. I laughed quietly. I fought for years. I'm tired of battles I can't win when the goalposts move. She stared out the window, silent. At home, she slammed the bedroom door. I didn't follow, just opened my laptop, checked apartment listings. A studio near work, a 2-bedroom Lucas liked. I wasn't scared anymore. She could threaten, call me cold, sarcastic. I had the upper hand. Post-dinner, Olivia tried her usual stunt. Dragged boxes to the living room, staging a fake exit. I didn't react. After days, the clothes went back to the closet. She wanted a reaction, the old script, pack, wait for my panic, use it as proof I cared. I was done playing. Lucas and I toured Unit 4B, a 2-bedroom in my building. The manager showed us around. Clean, good light, affordable split rent. Lucas liked it, this works. I'm in if you are. Perfect, I said. Nice to have someone reliable nearby. Lucas pays bills, shows up on time, my kind of neighbor. Back home, Olivia was on the couch, scrolling. Where were you? She asked. Showing Lucas 4B, I said. Her head snapped up. In this building? Yeah, he's moving soon. It's a good fit. Her face paled. You're replacing me with your gym buddy? I shrugged. Can't replace someone who threatens to leave weekly. Lucas doesn't threaten. He pays rent, lifts weights. That silenced her. I kept moving forward. Grabbed a $100 Wi-Fi troubleshooting job through Lucas's friend. Bought a used desk chair for $50, better for my back. Olivia tried a new angle. Reheated pizza, called it dinner for us. I'd eaten at work, said thanks, moved on. Next morning, she made eggs, toast, bacon, first breakfast in months. I ate, thanked her, mentioned helping Lucas move furniture. Since when are you two so close? She snapped. Since he's my neighbor, I replied. She went quiet. By week's end, she stopped fake packing. Tension lingered. She demanded updates on where I was, who I texted, why I was suspicious. I wasn't, I just stopped being manipulated. Friday night, I came home. Her big suitcase sat by the door, scuffed corner and all. She was on the couch, scrolling, not looking up. I'm done, she said. I can't live like this. You're cold, distant, sarcastic. I deserve better. I set my keys down. Okay. No argument, no begging. She looked up, expecting more. That's it. I grabbed water. You've said you could leave for years. Guess you meant it. I'm not blocking the door. She dragged the suitcase out, muttering insults. The door slammed. Silence filled the apartment. I reheated my meal prep, ate, browsed listings. Life went on. The first weekend without her was quiet. Cleaned the living room, vacuumed, did laundry. No complaints about noise. Fixed a squeaky bathroom cabinet. Saturday, Lucas and 2 gym buddies came over. Pizza, board games, done by 10:30. Normal, no tension, no eggshells. Checked my phone. Text from Olivia, 11:58 p.m. Can we talk? No reply. Sunday was steady. Gym, groceries, meal prep, laundry folded. Washed the car, replaced wipers, topped fluids. Another text, 1:27 a.m. Logan's a creep. You were right. I don't feel safe. Phone face down, I slept. Monday felt natural. Bank balance up $420, savings past $800. My manager praised my maintenance work. Lucas finalized 4BS move. The manager said, your buddies set upstairs. Perfect, backup nearby. That night, Olivia stood outside by her car, arms crossed. Watched me and Lucas move boxes, waiting for attention. I focused on the couch, set it in place. She was gone when we finished. Text came an hour later, you replaced me with him? Pathetic. No reply. Her late night texts cycled, missing me, needing me, mistakes. Tony's not who I thought. I didn't respond. She dangled orbiters as weapons. Now they didn't want to pay bills. Game nights with Lucas became weekly. Cards, laughs, no drama. Sleep hit 7.5 hours nightly. The car ran perfectly, no rattles, no lights. Weekends were mine. The mental shift was huge. I'd feared her leaving, now it was freedom. Saved money, time, peace, it added up. Why did I tolerate it so long? By month's end, her texts turned desperate. 2:43 a.m., I made a mistake. Please let me come home. Phone locked, I slept. Next morning, Lucas brought coffees. Game night tonight? Yeah, I said. Let's do it. Phone face down, I headed out. A month later, I saw Olivia in the lobby. She was talking to the manager, clipboard in hand, fake smile on. Her eyes locked on me as I walked in. Hey, I said. She startled, recovered. Hi, just looking at places. The manager smiled. Showing her the first floor studio. Same one I sent you months ago. I nearly laughed. Same unit I'd offered during her threats. Cool, I said. Good luck. Her face twitched. That's it? Good luck. Hope it works out, I said, heading to the elevator. She followed. You're fine without me? Like nothing happened? I pressed the button. Pretty much. Miss the fights, threats, fake packing? Not really. The doors closed. Later, she tried again in the lobby, checking mail. Maybe coffee, she said softly. I'm good, I replied. That studio's decent, affordable. Her jaw tightened, but she didn't push. The manager walked by. Lucas is set for game night? Friday, I said. Should be fun. Olivia stood silently, out of the loop. She kept trying, catching my eye during apartment tours. I could use a friend, she said once. Maybe Logan can drive, I replied. He's got the Tesla, right? Conversation over. She moved into the studio. I saw her with another girl, carrying boxes. Her phone propped up, recording for content. Posts appeared, independent woman grind. Leaving is the best choice. Reality, small studio, high rent, no one covering the rest. My life leveled up. Work trusted me more, a raise was possible. Bench and deadlift climbed. Sleep was solid, no fights, no glowing screens. I went out with Lucas, co-workers, tried new spots, planned a weekend trip. Chaos-free was oxygen. Her last text came on a Friday, game night setup. If I leave now, no second chances. I won't beg. No reply, she'd begged before I wasn't playing. Lucas laughed when I showed him. Didn't she say that weeks ago? Probably, I said. She's consistent. We started the game, forgot her text. I saw her in the lobby sometimes, tired, juggling bags, complaining on her phone. She'd half smile, hoping to reopen the door. I didn't return it. No anger, no bitterness, just done. Her posts preached empowerment. Reality was 3 jobs, late rent notices, dog walking gigs. Not my problem. One night, Lucas and I sat after a game. He asked, "What if you'd kept giving in?" I said, broke, exhausted, fighting over oat milk. He laughed, raised his drink. To break pads, saved your life. We clinked bottles. One fight over my car made me call her bluff. Every time she said she could leave, she didn't expect then go. But I said it, and everything changed. She got a cramped studio, spinning stories online. I stayed thriving, with friends, peace, control. Sometimes, the best move isn't fighting harder. It's stepping aside, letting them prove they were bluffing.